Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from Monday Night Brewing. Thank you guys so much. They've sent me at least a handful of packages. I mean, I really appreciate it when breweries or someone sends me packages, and I don't expect them to consistently send me beer. That'd just be absurd. But Monday Night Brewing has been doing it, so I greatly appreciate it. And this is a cool one. This is a Last Will and Testament Blend 1. This is a bourbon barrel-aged English Old Ale at 12%. So you might be asking me, like, what's an Old Ale? Well, pretty much, this is pretty much a barley wine. Even on BJCP, they say that once it gets above 7%, it's pretty arbitrary what the difference is between English Old Ale and barley wine. The ABV range is, this is at 12%, it's actually bigger. So the range in BJCP, I think is 5 to 9.5 or something like that, not 12%. So this is pretty much English barley wine, especially since they actually say that it has maris otter in the backbone and it's barrel aged. So they will say, though, if anything, there's any difference in the barrel aging process, there's going to be more kind of barrel character in the barley wine, whereas the Old Ale might have more kind of lactic character, vinous, Brett, so more that kind of weird stuff, not traditional kind of barrel aging you'd expect from a big beer like Imperial Stouts or barley wine. But let's dig into the beer. So the beer comes in, it's like cocoa brown color. It's mirroring black, but it's got brown hues to it. So it's pretty dark. In the appearance, it actually looks like a porter. Yeah, it just gave me a glass and I was like, yeah, what is this, a porter? Anyway, let's get the aroma on this one. You had a light kind of tannish kind of head. Let's get the aroma. Oh yeah. It smells woody. This is familiar. This is barley wine life. This has rich amounts, again, it's like this heavy dose of maris otter. It's a rich breadiness. It has some caramel, a little bit of the barrel characters coming through. So you get some of that bourbon, the vanilla. I will say this is more familiar kind of barrel-aged barley wine than something that's more towards something like Bourbon County, which is very heavy dark fruit, very, very sweet. This is more just standard, familiar kind of malt profile of bread, toastiness, caramel, and then the char of the wood is coming through, and there's just a good amount of kind of just woodiness coming in. So it smells quite woody, and also light sweetness in there, just not very, very sweet. Cheers. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is so good. First off, this beer is not actually that big at 12% on the palate. It drinks more like something 8, 9, I would argue. But up front, it hits you with a lot of flavor. Raisins, dried dates, nice wood character. They have good tasting notes, actually. I mean, I want to be influenced by them, but caramel, raisin, tobacco for sure. The woodiness comes in up front, and the nice kind of like woody bourbon barrel notes moves on to a little bit more vanilla. There's a little bit of residual sweetness, but it dries out quite nicely. I'm curious if the booziness of the wetness of the barrel influenced this beer and helped it dry out. So there's more of that kind of whiskey character to help dry out the beer, and then also the wood imparting a lot of flavor to help dry out the beer. A little bit of light touches of cocoa dancing in there. Yeah, I mean, it's stupid drinkable for 12%. It definitely drinks, I would definitely guess, under 10% for this beer. But beautiful amounts of complexity. Again, the barrel character is quite woody. It really shows woodiness throughout this beer, along with the well-built structure of, again, more of that kind of toasty bread crust note, caramel coming through, hints of brown sugar, not that sweet of a beer, really just wonderfully complex, big, wonderful, just more barrel character coming through. Dark fruits, it's just dark fruits, it's malts, it's bourbon, it's wood, and a little bit of alcohol. What else is there to say about this beer? Absolutely fantastic. It just feels so tiny. As Homer said, it just drinks so easily. I don't think I've had a 12% beer drink this easily in a long time. So this beer for me is getting a 96. Absolutely fantastic. Definitely check it out. This is Last Will and Testament from Monday Night Brewing. Thank you guys so much. This is amazing. Later.